Hi Scorpio, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Scorpio, this is a reading for the week of the 19th of May. And to start with, we'll look at what's been going on and then we'll get into the week of the 19th. And Scorpio, if you're happy to subscribe, I really appreciate that support because it does help my channel. So thank you. And I hope you enjoy the reading. Let's get going. Under the deck, Magician. I always think of the Magician as Scorpio. It's very strong energy of self-empowerment and manifesting. There's something here you're calling in, Scorpio, and it's got to do with money, balance, finances. You know, there's a really big sense here of wanting to bring a bit more balance into your world financially. You're looking at something here. Now, it could be money, but obviously because these are general, it'll be different things for everyone. Might be you're looking for more time in your life. Might be you're looking for a bit more reciprocity in a situation. Let's have a look. Let's see what the week of the 19th has got for you, Scorpio. For Scorpio. All right. The week of the 19th of May. Four of Cups. Oh, a lot. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Cups. I think that might have come out that way. And the King of Swords. Air energy. Knight of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Two of Wands under the deck. For some of you, you're looking at do you stay or do you go? Maybe you're looking at overseas travel. You're very comfortable where you are, but there's something here that you're kind of calling out into the universe, which is lining us up with that Magician energy that we saw earlier. And the Four of Cups says you're discontent. You're really not open to what's being offered here. It does feel like an offer's being put in front of you, Scorpio, but you're like a bit ho-hum about it. And you're considering it. You're looking at your options. Do you stay where you are because you're comfortable and it's kind of solid and you know who you are and you know where you're at? Or do you go? And at the start, you're like not really open to what's being put in front of you. But I do feel this energy, this person perhaps, continues to offer. Now, whether this is someone coming in with an apology, because we've got the Four of Cups and then the Knight of Cups. Maybe you have an admirer, you might be single and someone might be approaching you with an offer of love. Obviously, because these are general, it'll be different for everyone, or it may not resonate for you, Scorpio, so just let it go if it doesn't. But the way the cards are looking, that's the feeling here. And you in this very contemplative energy with the Two of Wands. Do I want to risk what I've got for the possibility of this? Because you do feel very stable, very balanced, very abundant. And remember, that was the energy you were looking at, calling in at the start of your life. Start of your life. Now that's interesting, Sloop. Yes. But the start of the week. And the Nine of Pentacles says you do that. You're in this great place. These are cards that say, you know, I'm good where I am. I've built a nice life for myself. I'm solid, I'm strong, I'm grounded, I'm stable. But there is something calling to you and you're wondering whether to take it or not. You're wondering how solid it is. And it could have to do with a King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It could have to do with a legal situation, or it might be you just thinking things through very logically. No, there's not. I know this is an emotional offer, but it's like you're not prepared to risk your sovereignty for something that doesn't feel quite right. And so the King of Swords says, okay, what's the logic here? What's the actual truth of this? What's a fact? What's a fantasy? What's real, what's not. And that sets you into this pondering energy. You're not stressed by this, Scorpio. The Knight of Pentacles is good, calm, balanced, but very reflective, very kind of future planning and like, all right, where do I want to go? This time next year, where do I want to be? And how am I going to map this all out? Because you've got a very clear focus here, Scorpio. For some, this is about marriage, and maybe there's a wedding being planned, but it's also a very gateway energy. The Four of Wands is like an 11-11 kind of vibe about leaving the past behind and going forward, should you choose to, into a brand new chapter. And this is what I think you're weighing up. For some of you, you might be weighing up. Maybe someone's proposed to you. This might not be the first time they've done it. And maybe they keep asking. And you're like, do I want to give up my joyful single life where I'm good? What price will I have to pay? It's like you're reflecting this. And I don't mean literally financially, although maybe for some it is. Maybe you're getting a lawyer to do a prenup. And you're weighing up, do you want to do this or not? It's a very reflective energy, and it's to do with your future kind of, I want to say, happiness. And that's the energy of it. Now, I realise this is a general reading, so this really isn't going to vibe for everyone. I get that. But that's what I can see in these cards. It's like weighing up a situation. This is weighing up a situation. This is weighing up a situation. This is weighing up a situation. And not in a stressy, angsty kind of way, but just in a very solid, reflective, I like who I am. I like where I'm at. I've got a good life. But there is something kind of calling to your soul here. And this offer is like a siren song calling to you. And, you know, the question is, do you want it? Because I feel there's a part of you that does, is what I can see in these cards. And I guess the question is, you know, do you want to give up where you're at? Do you have to give up where you're at? Maybe you need to do a prenup. Maybe, and I'm not suggesting you do. I'm not giving legal advice. I'm just reading tarot cards. But that's the feeling of these cards. Okay, let's ask for a little bit of wisdom and guidance from Spirit. Yeah, maybe this is a friend that you can talk to that's very logical and says, all right, let's look at the facts here. You know, what is actually true and real? What could we do? How does this work? What does this look like? Or you get legal opinion, legal guidance. Okay, for Scorpio, thank you. Yeah. Oh, underneath is the Sun card. It's a beautiful energy, and the Sun in the tarot is a yes. Under that is the Tower, but I didn't pull the Tower, it just is showing. The Five of Cups is here. There's this sense of not being quite what you wanted in terms of a connection, because the Two of Cups sits on one side and the Three on the other. And you've got the Three here. It is something that maybe brought you joy in the past, joy and happiness, maybe in terms of a relationship dynamic. And again, there's this deep contemplative energy about almost what it's not, if that makes sense. Now, the Knight of Wands is about moving forward with a lot of passion and energy. Often, for some, it can talk about shifting house, changing address, relocating. And the Four of Wands could be this as well. So for some of you Scorpios, you might be moving house. But the Knight of Wands with the Sun is about moving forward in a very positive way. Should you choose to. All right, Scorpio, have a great week. Bye from me, and I'll see you next time.